want to know what action will you take against that individual.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether these individuals obviously believe that they can get away with it. You can put all the systems and monitor, but they believe they can get away with it.
Not at all. That is what I'm saying. They cannot get away. Not only the systems are in place, the second thing which I was just listening to the report, that people have promised to open the fake accounts. Now the KYC compliance is so strict that you just can't have it.
Sir, Axis Bank suspended 50 accounts, 24 employees for suspicious activities. We've seen across various branches, Axis Bank is perhaps the most prominent at the moment, but different banks in this country where people have been caught.
Yeah, they will be caught. That is what I'm saying, because they can do something, but they will be ultimately caught because there is a system of putting the KYC in place. They have to have a very proper account. So it is just not possible.
So you believe you believe that these people would not have got away even if there was no television investigation? They would have still been caught. If someone wanted to open a fake account, he would be caught.
Yes, definitely he will be caught.
Let me get in Vipin Malik. You are a former RBI director, Mr. Malik. Your reactions? Do you believe that the RBI itself has failed in monitoring? There is certainly no fear of the RBI.
No, frankly speaking, fear of the RBI is always with the top management. With the lower management, it is the of the bank. It is the fear of their own management. So let me say that, I mean, whatever you have shown, I have not seen it, but looks like that lot of banks officials are involved, and this is exactly the reason, rationale behind yesterday's circular of the Reserve Bank of India. Though, I mean, under 26(2), how they have issued the circular, I am not aware of, because under 26(2), this circular cannot be issued. But still, in the interest of the public, this circular has been issued, by where the specified bank notes have been told to be deposited once, only once up till 30th, and that also in the presence of 2 officers.
So, but the circulation itself, some would say, is an admission of failure. That is the worry, that the circulation...
They have noticed.
Many will say this is too little, too late, sir. I want to bring in Narendra Taneja, national spokesperson of the BJP.
You cannot say...
Mr. Taneja,
how much is this? 2,300 crore rupees have been...
Yes? Go ahead. Yes, Mr. Malik, sorry to interrupt you.
Are you with me or Mr. Taneja?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Malik. Finish what you wanted to say.
Should I? Yeah. So what I am saying is that yesterday's circular has very clearly said, and they have appointed concurrent auditors for all the banks and all the branches wherever such cash transactions are being made. And I can assure you that audit trail will catch everybody whosoever is doing wrongdoings. So, I mean, there is no escape route. In the banking sector, there is an audit trail, and now there is a strictness of once a deposit, and that also with the 2 officers of the bank present there. So, there is...
you believe...
No doubt. I mean...
Sir, just a minute.
You are saying that
sir, you believe... Sir, just a minute now. Sir, I need to move on. You believe that the audit trail will catch anyone? Sucheta Dalal, do you believe that?
14 lakh
do you believe that... Vipin Malik, I have to switch off your mic. Do you believe that, Sucheta Dalal, that the audit trail will catch anyone?
No, Raj. Absolutely not, Rajdeep. I mean, I think your channel had carried the Cobra Post investigation some time ago.
Yes.
It is not possible, and I beg to differ, but this KYC is a load of rubbish, because the day you decided that you will have an unaudited number and that's adequate, all kinds of people have opened accounts, and people like us who are into financial literacy and helping people with grievance redress, we've been banging on and on and on and saying, have an audit trail. Do you know whether these Aadhars are genuine or not? And today you say we'll flash our Aadhaar, and that's why all KYC is perfect and there's some biometrics attached. In any case, the government can't forever freeze our money, right? So at the end of 30th December, 31st December, even if they extend it to March, at some time they have to get access to people, we have to get access to our money. And money will be withdrawn. What audit trails? Once the money is gone out in cash, who are you going to catch? You will catch some lower level officers and you will punish them, and that's the end of the story.
Narendra,
we do not have the mechanism, we do not have the numbers, we do not have the people.
You do not have the numbers, the mechanism, and the people to catch the the tax schemes to the audit trail. Narendra, Taneja, quickly respond to that. Because there's a sense that even yesterday's notification came too little too late. The government suddenly realized that in the last 40 days people had got away by putting in large amounts of money, possibly in fake accounts, and in connivance with bank officials have actually got that money out.
Exactly.
Which is why you've had these large caches of 2,000 rupee notes also being found in the last few weeks.
Well, Rajdeep, you know, there are black sheep, there are rotten eggs in the banking system. I'm not denying that. But as far as the notification is concerned, you know, we have got some very smart people, some very innovative people in our country, some very greedy and corrupt. They keep on throwing challenges, you know, at the door of the government. You have to respond to them. And that's precisely the yesterday notification was all about. But as far as the banking system, you know, these things are concerned, we all know that, you know, this is what we inherited. And we are now basically focusing on reforms, we are focusing on modernization, we are focusing on bringing the best world practices into the banking system. But this is all going to take time. Right now our focus is basically to make sure that, you know, all the customers, they get good service.
You did
and
prepare
at the same time, the people who are, you know, involved in these kind of activities, engaged in these kind of activities, they are identified, they are caught, and they are punished. And Rajdeep, let me assure you, and through you, you know, the viewers, that they are being identified and they will be punished. Each one of them will be punished, whether they are in the bank or outside the banking system. Have absolutely no doubt about that. But as far as the customers are concerned, other peaks are concerned, you know, our focus is to deliver to them as smoothly as possible. As I said, people are innovative, they keep on throwing challenges, and we have to at the same time be more innovating than and make sure that the customers are being served. But as far as the entire banking system is concerned, that's entirely a different debate, and I'm quite happy to debate that if you wish.
Priyanka Chaturvedi, respond to what the BJP spokesperson says, that anyone who has been found guilty will be punished. Strict action will be taken.
So, you know, Rajdeep, there's a delay in transmission between my audio and video probably and your question. So it might take a longer time for me to respond. Do not cut me off, please. So a couple of things. You know, when Dr. Manmohan Singh said about organized loot and legalized plunder has come true. What we are seeing are new innovations. When he mentions innovations, we are also seeing innovations on how people can be cheated again and people can be helped via the loopholes that exist in the system. He says banking reforms are needed. Banking reforms could have been concentrated on before the demonetization process was introduced. Now what we're seeing is not just bankers. What you all have investigated is tremendous, and is also a reflection on how people are you know, trying to undermine the entire demonetization process. Let's not also forget that RBI officials have been found guilty of doing these kind of transactions. So when we talk about credibility of institutions, we are also harming the credibility of institutions. When we talk about KYC, there are lots and lots of identity thefts that are happening, have been reported. So when you have this entire system collapse post demonetization, the questions that arise is that instead of fear of Modi, I'm sure people are actually thanking Modi in the banking system for introducing demonetization, for them to be able to come up with innovations like these in introducing corruption. So it's almost like incentivizing corruption. So these are a few challenges which need to be addressed. And when you talk about RBI and when you find officials of RBI also guilty of corruption,
Ms. Chaturvedi, let's be fair to the Prime Minister. Ms. Chaturvedi, I don't think you can blame the Prime Minister for corrupt bankers. I mean, you can say that the demonetization system has loopholes which have been exploited, but the corruption of an individual cannot be blamed at the door of the Prime Minister. Let me be fair.